I, 19F, just recently got married to my husband, 21M. For some backstory, we've been together 3 years, but I had a toddler from a relationship with someone else. Yes, teen mom alert, please don't make it a big deal like everyone else. So he now has a stepson. My toddler. He's military, so that's why we got married so early. Benefits go crazy YK. But we do love each other, and have for years. We typically click well, but we had a past of lots of arguing. Thinking it was over with, we got married. Generally, my husband is very kind to me and mindful of my feelings. But lately, he's just been the worst to me. Today, I need an issue settled. I will admit I have been pretty clingy to him. He cheated on me recently, but I chose to forgive him and try to move past it. After all, it was online shit. He didn't even engage in too much. Just flirted women and such. Really sad, and made me feel worthless, but whatever. I'm a mom. I'm busy. We don't yet live together. We're a few states away. I work 30 hours a week and take care of my toddler in the remaining time. He's military and works weird shifts. We talk periodically throughout the day, not much honestly. Neither of us have the time, but he claims since it happens all day, a few texts within an hour or two span, that he needs time away from me and with friends. Fine, I understand that. All of Friday night, October 11th, he spent with his friends watching movies. That night had been awful for me. My son has lately started waking up and staying up screaming all night. I do not know what. I was awake for 2 hours straight trying and failing to make him go back to sleep. I woke up with 4 hours of sleep, got his dad to watch him, went to work. Cried in the bathroom before clock-in because I've been so tired lately. Me and my husband haven't been spending time together. Some family on my side and my son's father's side have been awfully critical towards me. Saturday is the busiest day at work. I thought I saw my addict dad I haven't seen in over a year at work. I cried more on the commute home, and more when I got home, although I didn't really go into detail with my husband. I texted him around 4 and asked what he was doing because he was responding slowish to my messages. He was playing DNDW his friends. I left him be. I texted him at 5:30. Hey, I had an awful day today. Can we talk about it later? Yes. Thank you. Of course. Then we text a bit, and he's still slow to respond. He says, sorry, I'm still with friends. I was visibly upset, and he asked what was wrong. I said I felt secondary to his friends, because he spent the night beforehand with friends, and he'd been with friends for hours more. He verbatim said, don't be dramatic, man, said he has a life outside our relationship and doesn't need to be attached to me 24/7. Again, he's not. We both work 5 days a week. I have a toddler. We text periodically, but not much, and we certainly haven't been calling and playing games or hanging out. I told him he knows weekends are our only real time together, and he invalidated my feelings and said I was guilting him for being his own person. He told me to leave him the fuck alone eventually, so I did. He texted me at 9 p.m. Hey, I love you. In a bit fucking up, but I love you. Okay, so he's obviously been drinking, which he didn't tell me he'd be doing beforehand. He doesn't like me drinking at all. I have no interest anyway, but I've asked if he'd be okay with it, and he says no, and he certainly would be furious if I didn't tell him beforehand. Because my family has a history of addiction, so does his. By now I'm already upset, but whatever. We go on to talk like normal again. He tells me he'll be home soon. He calls a bit later and talks to me, but then has to leave to babysit his wasted friends. At this point it was 11 p.m. I was fucking furious. Eventually he got home and was too wasted to talk to me. It was 1 a.m. when we went to sleep. He was very apologetic to me all night, and I told him how worthless he made me feel. Well, this morning he won't apologize. Told me he did it to get away from me. Because I bitch and complain all day. I have a very stressful life. I had my son as a teenager. It's been hard. I bust my ass all day at work and come home to my lovely son who has picked up some awful behavioral issues lately. He hits me, throws things, broke my $200 phone recently. I have almost no family of my own to rely on. My son's father's family is very mean to me. I also deal with OCD, diagnosed at 14, and so much other stuff. Just so much shit. Maybe I'm a downer half the time, but he chose to marry me.
He knows who I am.
I'm trying really hard lately to not be so negative. Not fight all the time. It's hard to be positive when you're mentally ill and your life is fucking exhausting. He's telling me he loves me, but can't stand me. I don't even know what to do. When things are good, they're great, but when they're bad, they're awful. He cheated on me over a month ago, and I just found out like 2 weeks ago. Nothing is easy right now. I just feel at a loss and am in disbelief it's possible for him to see me in the wrong here. I sometimes wish he'd had told me he cheated before we got married. Then I could leave easier if this keeps up. TLDR, my husband said he'd hang out with me tonight and talk to me about my bad day, and then he got too wasted with his friends to even talk to me, and blamed me for being so clingy and attached and bitchy.